Welcome everybody, it's SPX 2022. My name is Joe.
I'm Rusty.
And with us today...
Hi, I'm Simon.
Welcome Simon.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the table. Welcome to the world of Joe and Rusty. And welcome to SPX, even though it's basically over now.
Happy to be here.
Never too late to be welcomed. So
That's what I always say.
yes.
Especially as people leave.
Just
Just to throw them off their game.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, right. And it's all sarcastic too. Get out of here.
Thanks.
So how's your show been?
Yeah.
It's been phenomenal.
Yeah?
It's been my first time at SPX after been wanting to go for like years, and it has completely lived up to all of the hype that everyone has been saying. And yeah, just like so many incredible artists. Walking down the alley, I'm like, I need supervision. I need an adult because I'm like, my budget just flies out the window, and I'm like, oh, but like I'm supporting art, so
Yeah,
it's fine.
It doesn't count, you know.
I believe you said yesterday you blew your budget like within the first hour or so?
Yeah.
The original budget.
Yeah, my original budget, it was gone, within the first hour or two. And then today I was like, well, here's my other budget. And then again, I like went down one row, and then I went to the next row, and I'm like, hey, let me pay with cash.
Nope,
Do you
nope.
take card or no?
If you use cash, you don't have to worry about it. It's like you don't think about it anymore.
Yeah, it's
But
like
if you use electronic, you'll see it.
there's records of that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, and so I'm looking forward to like looking at my bank statement tomorrow, and like, oh.
Well, hopefully you bought
I
other
did that.
things to read that'll be more enjoyable.
Yes.
Oh my God, so much to read. My library has just expanded even more, but yeah, good times.
So you are here this weekend. You were tabling with your group.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. So I work for Silver Sprocket, indie comic publisher and shop. And yeah, we had a really fun table this year. We brought out the entire crew minus one person. Sol, my head of HR, if you ever see this, we love you.
Shout out to
Were they
some-
banished?
No. They just had school. So
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
they're running our shop right now. So again, they're doing the hard work.
holding it down?
Yeah, and then no, we're just all here having a good time, and just it's been phenomenal. I feel like such a nerd, fanboying so hard, but I'm always like, but like your comics, you're all like, you helped me get through hard times. Thank you. Like here's some of my comics. I hope it makes you laugh.
So, okay, in that situation, what's the sort of response you tend to get when you've offered something so important to you? Like, oh, your comics have gotten me through hard times. What does the other person tend to do?
Usually, thank you so much. That means a lot. And
Yeah.
I get that because on the flip side, I also make comics. And so, yeah, I have had people come up to me and being like, thank you for that. And you're just like, it's always just like a really nice surprise because, you make the thing, especially sometimes you're really vulnerable, or sometimes, you make it with like, I needed a laugh. I hope this makes other people laugh too. And then, when you get that like feedback of like, oh, it didn't just like toss it into the ether, but like other people like found it and are like, thank you for that. It's a really special feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. When I've tried to tell somebody that their work meant a lot to me, it's always hard to sound genuine, but also sound like you're expressing it to the correct level. Because you don't want to
it's
sound
a
like you're
fine
just
line.
talking about something over the top. Like, oh, your comics changed my life. It's like, how do I say this and communicate that it's real? And I'm being very serious.
Yeah.
I know, it's such a fine line because, I don't know, being a fan can be interesting because, especially when you're like, I swear I mean all of this, but I'm also not trying to be creepy either. 'Cause
Right.
There's always that moment where I'm like, oh, I just admire you.
Not to
and
overdo
your
it. I'm
work.
just saying. Like,
Yeah.
So as you head back to the regular world, unfortunately as it may be, what will you think about when you look back on your time at the show? Like what are the hallmarks of the event?
Let's see. Honestly, probably just like getting inspired as all hell. Like seeing everybody's like incredible work, and like every table, just everybody brought their A game. I want to take that back with me of like using that to like fuel my own art and like get back into the like, let's do this. Things are awesome. And I guess too, it's been nice like actually seeing people and not just being like, hello, digital everything.
Yeah.
So Although, like, you know, we're still anxiety-inducing. Like, look at us.
Oh,
We're all
yeah.
still wearing our masks, which, wear your mask.
Yes.
And
everybody's been very good about this weekend,
it's
so
been great.
props to the crowd.
Yeah, that's been also very comforting, too, is just like, okay, cool. We can still gather fairly safe, like, as safe as you can.
It's exactly,
Right.
yeah.
In,
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
a large group of people. So it's been really,
There's an inherent danger.
yeah.
Just
Yeah,
try to
no
make it
matter
as
what.
acceptable as possible.
Yeah, and then of course it's just like pros and cons of the risks. And you know what? This was a pro. That's not wood.
No.
There you go.
But like, yeah, hope like none of us get sick.
Yeah.
But like, you know, if this is what got me after 3 years, I'd be like, okay, fine.
They finally chased me
Worth it.
down.
Yeah.
The trap was too good, and I fell right in.
Those dang indie comics.
So tell us about your comics.
Yeah,
What sort of
speaking of
things do you make?
comics.
Oh yeah, so I do kind of a lot of like autobiographical work. I have an ongoing series called Butt Planet, which started as a strep throat fever dream like 6 years ago, and just when my fever broke, all I could do was process things in like 4-panel comics. So I was like, what if I just drew them? And then I just never stopped. So I have those. And I have a couple other longer form things in the works as well.
Nice.
And then a
Yeah.
lot of mini comics.
Rusty brought over your collection of Butt Planet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Your bundles that you were making. Yes.
And when I saw
Very
it, I
cool.
wondered, just the name, I thought, is it a planet filled with butts? And then I saw it, and it looks like a planet the shape of a butt.
Yes.
And I'm not sure which I'm more interested in, because if it's just a planet of butts, where's the rest of them? And if the whole
like disembodied
planet's a butt,
butts?
where's the rest of that?
Wow.
So the answer is yes.
Oh,
It is both.
Everything.
so satisfying.
Yeah, no, because I was just like, what's the best planet? Butt planet.
Makes
I
sense.
just want to live on the planet of ass. I'm a bit of an ass man. Can we say that on? Yes.
Absolutely.
That's fine.
I was like, is this daytime television?
SPX After Dark, guys.
Hey. But yeah, and I mean, that was like a joke between a friend and I years ago, and I was like, what do I even call this like random ass collection of things? And I'm like, Butt Planet. And then it's like slowly morphing too, of like not only it being like my memoir comics, but like I'm having fun using it as like almost a space adventure of like the lone astronaut being like, what planet have I found? And then just going through the ruins, and it's just like ass everywhere. And so I was like, you know, best planet is Butt Planet.
What an adventure that person's on.
Yes.
I'm kind of jealous, not gonna lie.
But you know, you're also on that adventure.
That's true. I am the one commandeering the ship, so I shouldn't be too jealous.
And has the reception been good to Butt Planet?
Honestly, yes. I did receive early on of like, I was expecting more ass, and I'm like, that's fair. So like as each volume progresses, I kind of almost gave up on drawing pants after a while, because I was like, give the
why?
people what they want. But
Yeah.
it's been pretty positive, especially like when people do see the, like, when it gets like a little bit more, I guess, serious or a little bit deeper, and people are like, range. But then also I'm like, but let's get silly.
Don't forget, this is Butt Planet.
So it's kind of like
Yeah.
it took on the way that the Alien movies did, where in the first one there was just one alien, and then with each movie there seems to be more and more of them.
Oh, it's actually that. I am honored for that analogy. Yeah, I was like, may Butt Planet just be overridden by butt aliens.
Yes.
Well, then you need some kind of corollary property like Predator that they can eventually battle.
Oh.
I don't know what, maybe Uranus.
I was gonna say, I was just like, Venus, or I was like, would it be like a land of tongues? Just floppy tongues?
Oh, shit.
So is that what the opposite of a butt is? A tongue?
Tongue
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
Yeah.
versus butts.
But then
that's
also,
a
like,
solid sci-fi
you know, it
franchise.
could be like a solid synergy too, of like in the battle, it's like, what would win, ass versus tongue?
Yep.
Gotta read to find out, apparently.
Oh my, yeah, well, yeah,
Tune
apparently.
in.
I was
to
like,
find out.
what have I signed up for?
To be continued, oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So, have you done other shows before with your own stuff?
Yeah, I table under Blue Hair Comics, a name I made when I was 19, and I had blue hair. It's not quite there right now, but it's also blue hair like the rabbit, so again, I thought I was being clever.
Nice play on words, yeah.
Yeah, which would be like still, but it is funny when you have to spell it out to people and you're like, oh, I'm sorry.
Like,
The
I'm
other
sorry, this
hair.
is clever.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to explain it.
But yeah, so I've been doing that since I was 19, so it's been like about like 11 years now of tabling my own stuff. And yeah, I mean, oh gosh, a lot of San Francisco Zine Fest, San Diego Comic Con. Although that I usually like go with Sprocket. Though for years before, me and my family would just go as like a family reunion.
Nice.
So like, yeah, family of nerds.
So is your family originally from that area, and that was like your come back together?
My
kind of thing?
auntie and uncle and like cousins, yeah, they're all from San Diego. So we were just like for years, especially before it started getting like really wild to get tickets. Yeah. Before it was cool to be a nerd. Yeah, we would just go, and so that was just like wild to kind of grow up in. But then, yeah, I like remember the shift when it stopped being about comics, and I'm like, I miss comic shows.
Yeah.
And so then that's when everyone's like, okay, but like, have you checked out Ape? Have you checked out and like WonderCon? Well, I mean, WonderCon's like Comic-Con light, but like, you know, but yeah, a lot of fests, and there's like so many more on my list though that I'm like, okay, I've done like a good solid like of the West Coast, like the Portland Zine Symposium and like the Tijuana Zine Fest. That was awesome, and I hope to go there again.
What was so great about it?
It was just the space was really creative. Because yeah, it was kind of like in this like shopping center alleyway with like the shops were in garages, but then they like put up tables, and just also that was also just filled with like incredible talent. So that was just so much fun, and yeah.
It sounds like you need to take advantage of like the Silver Sprocket work and like just go with them everywhere that you can.
That's kind of a bit what's like sort of kind of been happening, and I'm really grateful because like there's such an amazing crew of people, and I've been so grateful to like be working with them for so many years now, and like yeah, and it's just been really cool too seeing the growth of like Silver Sprocket as well.
Oh, yeah.
So like just watching how everything like yeah, I'm stoked to still be a part of the ride. And
the show's over, guys.
Hey!
Hey, you hear the crowd.
We did it. SPX.
Successful SPX.
Well, before we wrap up, as the show is already done, but we're going a little bit longer.
We're going over.
Would you like to answer a mystery question?
I will take a mystery.
All right, let's bring out the little quarter truck. And following that behind is the big behemoth
Look at his little face.
of the Magic Mystery Machine.
Oh my god, yes. All right. Mystery question. What do you got?
Jesus Christ. How many times have I spilled these fucking quarters on this?
Way too many.
Almost every time.
Little quarter truck didn't have it.
Yeah.
What's your question?
How many friends is too many friends? Like, I would say, is there such a thing? I mean, no, yeah, I was like, I don't think you could have too many friends, because especially like, you know, not every friend fits in fits all the boxes, so it's nice to like have the range. I mean, I guess maybe too many could be like 5,000, because like who the hell could keep up with that? I mean, there are some people, but like
But that's like a job. At that
yeah,
point.
I was like, and I'm like, I'm sorry, y'all, I have ADHD. I will remember the face, and I'll think a lot of people are awesome, but
So
yeah,
for you, you almost negate the question at its core.
Yeah, it's like, don't even ask, guys. No.
yeah, I was just like, no. I was like, yeah, just I don't think there's so much.
I was thinking maybe 22. 22 would be too many.
I mean, like
21, fine. 23, what are you talking about? 22,
but
too
like,
many.
I don't know. Yeah, 22. That's a lot of people to have at like a birthday party. Well, no, I guess a dinner party. But like
within
a
a scenario like that, yeah.
I mean, just to be clear, I don't really think that. I just wanted to give an opposing viewpoint.
Just a number.
You know what? I really think 1 is struggling at that point.
Too many friends. You know, zero is the proper amount of friends.
I agree with that.
It's the most efficient number of friends.
Oh, I'm never going to be disappointed on a birthday again. I got no friends.
Right? Hey, I know. If anything, at that point, then you're like, what a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, wow.
Hey.
I expected none, and I got 1.
So if anybody wanted to find your work online or learn more about you, where would you direct them?
I would probably recommend checking out Instagram or Twitter. Look up Blue Hair Comics, but HARE, like the rabbit. Not the hair. And yeah, that's pretty much my moniker everywhere. You can also find me on Patreon. And then, yeah, if you stop by Silver Sprocket, you can sometimes find me and my work there too.
Nice.
So.
And they'll challenge you to be your friend.
Yes.
To add to the number.
I will accept the challenge.
Oh,
Boom.
You know
That's
what?
exciting.
I believe in everybody. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Friend
I
throwdown.
think you're all awesome. It's gonna be great.
That's so general. I wouldn't believe it,
The
guys.
entire internet is welcome.
That's not. You know what? You're not a big deal to her. I'm sorry. Well, thank you for talking with us.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for having me, you guys. It's
Yeah,
been
thanks.
delightful. And I hope to see you guys again.
Yes.
Have a safe trip home.
Thank you so much.